welcome back. Right, now I did a bit of testing after I left because I suppose I could have done it, but I couldn't afford to waste the money. So yeah, we are exactly where we left it money-wise. So I actually did do a little tiny bit of testing without saving the game, just as a true test with this particular tractor, and I shall show you what the results were. My all-time favourite was the class. Right, that's what I used a lot. I used that one. I'll show you what I mean, what I'm talking about. I'm talking in code, but I don't want to sort of ruin things. Right, we're going to go for that and that. Main colour. I'm going to do bright red. I do like to do it in a very bright colour, but should we go yellow for a change? No, because red does actually match. Yeah, we'll do the Fent red. It's not quite as bright. Oh, it is. This is actually quite nice. Right. Right, I think that's the last thing we sort of need that we cannot avoid buying, so... yeah, I should show you what I mean. I'm not going to keep talking in code. I won't run that lady over either. Right, we are going to get underway. I'm also going to cut our field before we start to do anybody else's. Obviously with our equipment though. Let's get all this together. Let's put that in a bit of a weird place. Okay. I'm going to fully extend this as well, and they have adjusted this. It used to go really, really long. Now I think they're just relying on the fact that if you do it I thought I would have remembered this, but no. Oh, it's because I'm on the wrong. No, it isn't. I don't understand why sometimes this doesn't show. That's 'cause it did. It was me, actually. Right, okay, yeah, fully extended. So now we need also to do this test. This very, very excellent mod here. The one thing I will say that I did use this on the old stream farm. I used the self-made way, and it is my an absolute firm favourite. If you will notice that the fent though is very long and very narrow. That does mean it's a little bit unstable and dragging bales. Many times I didn't actually ever tip it, but it feels like it's going to tip. Now I tested this with the self-made weights and also my class one, and you can see the wobble. Now if I deliberately try to throw this and keep going from side to side, I cannot make that tip. Oh, I can. But that took a lot. If I just do it side to side, as hard as I do that, unless I get to any speed, it looks like it's going to fall over, but it actually doesn't. Now the others will, yeah, it takes an awful lot of effort for me to make that basically tip, and I do mean an awful lot. Oh, is that a... no, it's just, it is the toolbox, but it's, yeah. So that gives me a sort of stability that I have never ever seen before, and really when I'm just dragging bales around fields like that, it really doesn't wobble very much at all. So that is, through scientific testing, my definite thing of choice. Right, so now we need to go and get our main tractor. It's the only one, I think. Yeah, it is the only one, because this has got a front and back 3-button link, so we're going to literally quickly, before we dart off and do the main contracts, we are going to do our own field. What we'll do is we'll get this going, get this underway, get courseplay cut in the field, and we shall then drag manually the windrow and everything back. It is a beautiful map, I have got to say. It's quite stunning. Right, so then now this is new, so this shouldn't really worry. We are going to have to do like this. I think, if I remember rightly, you have got to... Well, there's a lot of things to have a look at on the map that I will further investigate with my visitors with me, of course, absolutely. I'm sure to alter the swath mode you need to go... But I love this. It's weird. Why have we been... We don't really need a windrow if we're using this. I don't get it. No, that's definitely windows. Right. Control Y. Swath dropping, brilliant. Okay. Fantastic. Right, now let's make our first course on this map. Job. Courseplay field 19. Ah, it doesn't recognise it as a field. Ah, now that's a bit of a deal breaker. I had this on Carmsden Farm, because that to me does very much look like a traditional field, but this will enormously help on doing our contracts. I think that has also decided me on a course of action. Definitely. I'd sooner go for a field that I'm going to plant myself with grass than I would to have a field that I can't cut, or that I've got to manually cut. That is a shame. I shall be looking for a new home. But I do know that now, mind you, I can use the... We can cut with both this and with the crone. Let's get some contracts done. We shall go ahead with this. Sure they are this way. I don't know this map well enough, but so it's turn a left. How do we get to 2? Oh, okay. Oh no, you can get from 10 as well, so we need to go... Okay, let's find out. Let's have a bit of fun. Let's see if I can read a map okay. I'll be very careful with all these trail markers. Oh, is that not absolutely breathtaking? Now I think left. Ah, so you can get to... Oh, is that lead to 2 then? Does it say? Oh, so this does lead to 2. So a quick look to see if it is leading in the right direction. It appears to be. That's all I'm going to say. Look at that rock formation. Wow, it's almost... Wow. amazing. Absolutely amazing. Whoa. Yeah. It is as you'd imagine this kind of thing would be. Wow, and I'm not even going fast. No, it doesn't lead to 2, so 2 would be... Wow. We will find a way. Aha. Well, this is one. Oh, thank goodness for that. I was beginning to worry. Target position. Let's put the... Actually, I'm not quite on the field at that. Generator, 9.5 feet. I don't somehow think so. It's 3 times that. It's 10 metres. That's 30 feet of anybody's money. Ugh. So it's weird how it doesn't read some mods well. It's the mods I like, of course. Multiple tools, just 1, and number of headlands. I think we should go for 3. I'm going to go for a little bit of overlap so I don't miss too many, and we don't want any margin. And let's generate field 12, and let us start that, but also we're going to save that because this is windrowing. So it is field 12. We need to create a new folder. I'm going to call it RF. Save. So we have to go out and then come in. It's a bit of a glitch with course play. Oh. Save course, activate 12 and 10 meter mower. Okay, right, let's go grab our baler. Straight from that to baler, that is amazing. Mind you, what we could do is, yeah, let's get the Swadro going. The big Swadro. The big M, even. The Swadro? I haven't even got a Swadro. What are you on about? I've got 2 Merge Maxes, but neither of which are really needed. Again, I think you need to be unfolded, right? So we roughly need to go the same way. We could, I suppose we could see how the pathfinding works on this map, because that's the one thing I often find in the beginning days would often go wrong. Let's okay, I think you turn right. Oh my life, you be careful, there's trees. Oh no, it's gone the same way that I... We shall see. It's early days yet. We do need to repair this. We are not going to fully, we're going to leave this as a 210 horsepower presently, because we cannot, although it looks like we can afford it, we truthfully can't. So we need baler. This can very easily manage the baler. We'll grab the Anderson with the fence, it makes more sense. We can, yeah, we'll also just test something. I think it'll only allow 1 to use the forest trails at any one time, so let's just test this by sending a second worker. This is not because I am being lazy, this really is just to test things out. I don't think this will allow wants to do this, but you don't ever know. Let's go to that point. Ooh. Wow, I'm impressed. Okay, let's get the Anderson. We'll grab the baler as well and redirect. Being redirected to field 2, or I suppose, no. Yeah, this is the contract one. We'll grab theirs, not ours. Oh, we have a man walking very slowly. Hang on. I'm gonna need this. I'm not gonna need this at all. I don't know why I even grabbed that, and that was not what I had in my mind to grab. It was the Anderson Bale trailer. I don't know why on earth I grabbed the Merge Max. An aberrant thought. Yeah, we're going to use this butte. I love this. I do like its slightly more powerful brother, but or sister, depending on what way you do it. I think I mentioned this a couple of days ago. Traditionally, my grandpas used to call cars she, so yes, I don't know why that is. Let's have a look. Now then, let's go to the Crone. But the Big M even, do you know? Oh, it's a Crone Big M. I'm going to say it. I'm not completely wrong. Do you know? It's just the Swadro bit I am wrong with. But it is a Crone. Right. Let's see if that can change. Yeah, it does. Smashing. Excellent. Well, that looks like the true field edge, and that does look like a proper field as well. Right, let's go to course plate again. Create job. Course. Oh, and it's got it as well. Brilliant. Open generator. Now this usually gets this right. Yeah. See, it is 32 foot actually. This is 10 point something though, so I think I'm right. We'll do 3 headlands. Don't know why it went to 4 quickly. Stay on that. We don't want any field margin. Generate. Okay. That didn't like that. Let's try that again. Ah, it's, yeah. There. Seems to be crashing. Oh. That's bizarre, it didn't show us anything. Well, how bizarre, how glitchy. Oh, that doesn't matter as long as it's working. How very bizarre. First, go. Right, let's go and grab the baler, which is actually waiting for us. And we shall load the course that we saved. We'll also save the crones as well in a minute, because we have only got one baler. That's the only slow bit on this. Right, let's load the course. 10 meter load, activate. Gets it, and let's go grab the Vario. Wow. I wonder if you snuck through the trees. No, to get to 2? I didn't actually watch closely enough, unfortunately, the Crone Big M to see how he got to field 2. Whoa. That seems a tad too close to the road to me, but hey ho. Should have been paying more attention. I'm not blaming anybody but my own fault. Okay, well, we have got this rare opportunity. I think what we're going to do is have a look for a new home. Oh. Wow. I changed my mind. We should go and... trying to think about this. I think I'm going to do a manual cut of the entire field around the edge, because that's grass of the field. You can see that, even if not the... We can maximise this. Oh. Okay, wow. Wow. Right, so how do we get from here? We go down the path at the bottom. I'm going to change view again. Ah, is that how you get down to 2? That looks almost like a path. Not that we need to, but I don't think so. Yes, this intrigued me actually on the map. I've been looking at this. Oh, it is a... Wow. Partial forest, partial... Ah, that actually shows you the proper... Right, we want to hang up... I bet we want to go straight across. No, let's keep it on that view. We should see who Philip was. Oh, it's not the beta, I'd imagine that's the Crone Big M. Yeah. Let's go to the field edge. Let's go to the real field edge. Now, I wonder if that was the problem with my field then, that I've sold. Right. This could well be the case. Now, we did save 12. We need to grab, when we grab the Chrome, we need to save fields 2s. Or else, yeah, we won't be able to bail. Close generator, we will do 3. Generate. That's better. Start job, click on it again. Save. Activate 10. 10 meter mower. Right, so let's grab the Crone. And we should save that. Field 2. I'm going to put 10 meters because it is within a tiny bit. It isn't going to matter, and what really matters is the centre mark, so it's not going to play around with anything at all. Let me just check that though. I want to reset that course and then load it, because this is where I think it goes wrong. So clear current course, load course, activate. Oh no, I can see the line appeared straight away. That's fantastic. So let's clear it again. That's brilliant. I'm trying to see if I've mastered the Alright, let's have a look on the map. fact, no. Let's use our brain. Let's follow the crone. That's right. My mouse pointer disappears usually on the first. Right. Set destination. Field 11. Let's watch how he gets there. Is that a track there? Or is it there? Ah. Oh my life. No, there isn't a true track. So it really is pick a way through the trees. Okay, right. Interesting. Now I'm sure there was a track to Field 2 though that was over there somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, there is. Look, there's a track. Right, I think it's time to pick up some bales. Wow. Yeah. Oh, I see one that has escaped the confines of the field, and I can also see that there's going to be a bit of cleanup required. Yes, I can see. They only... I personally, I don't want it to... I was looking back and editing and I thought it sounded a bit like I was disapproving of round bales. They are my baler of choice. It's just that obviously the only bad thing about a round baler is obviously that bales roll, which is fairly obvious that is definitely the case. But they are truly my absolute favourite baler, and my absolute favourite is the fast bale. Vicon fast bale, absolutely. It used to be the class Roland for a very long time, although it was the one in FS19 and the one in FS22. I'm not sure it's exactly the same, but it still was a very good. But once accidentally, yeah, in my Calmsden, finally remembered, yeah, on my Calmsden, actually got the Vicon fast bale as a oh wow, on the daily sales, and I fell in love with it the very first time I used it because it's just so amazing. So yeah, it ousted my very long time favourite. Let's make sure I don't clock those trees. Got a new roll. Not going to give you any chance to roll at all. To Field 2, now that we know it's not a proper trail. But let's just investigate why the crone did it say it finished his task? Didn't, but he has. Actually, when I say that, oh, someone has completed. Either this one just completed, or one of the others has completed, which could be our. I need to rename my my workers. This is the last contract, isn't it? Okay. Create job. Yeah. We'll do still big enough. 10% generate. Start job. Click back on the crone. This is where it goes, where I think I make the mistake. I'm not going to blame. So this is, this is field. It's not 1. 11. It is 11. There's definitely 1 in there. Right. Save course. Activate. 11. 10 meter mower. Make sure that is still on that particular. It is. Fantastic. Oh, there. It's the. No, it's not the Varia that finished. No, still working. It must have been then that that one actually finished at the precise moment we got onto the field, which is amazing. Yes, I shall change the names of the workers, but again, I'm not going to do that actually on camera. It's another one of those little mechanics jobs that I'm going to start to do off camera, because it is something that I do try to... I do like to show everything, but mechanics, that kind of mechanics, I think people really are not bothered about seeing that. Again, I'm only surmising. Please comment if you disagree. After all, my opinion is only my opinion. Whoa, what are you doing? Concentrate. I think actually what we're going to do is run this set off. Back to the shop. No, it's not a full set. It's enough of a full set to warrant taking it back, I think. Some of these trees are a little bit... Well, we've done all the grass cutting we can do, so to be honest now, the only thing that is going to slow us down is the baler. This is where us buying a second baler would be very useful. Wow. Never seen the fence struggle like this before. Wow. Why, I've never seen that ever. It wasn't that bad a hill. If it is terrain or something else. Like a map. Because it is a very new map. I do believe we turn hang a right here. No, you were wrong. You hang a left. Carry straight on. Oh yes, actually I do remember now. We took a right. So... one thing we do need to be looking at is the baler. The baler's the most important one to keep going. I am tempted to buy the fast bale. But then again... let's have a look. Where is the bale's point? Let's tag. Let's do a tag. We are looking for... let's look at the contract. Yeah, let's tag the place. Machette shop. Let's do silage. Machette shop. Buying. Tag. Oh. So that's not a silage. Oh my life. How on earth? Interesting. Is this... yeah, that's not... Can I get away with this? That is the question. Ooh. Interesting. They are not disappearing. Oh. That's worrying. It's definitely the... Oh, is it this one instead then? But that looks for productions. We did actually deliberately choose silage though, and it did say there for silage, so please don't tell me that they're not registering as silage. No? You know it is? Okay, I am confused now. Take the bales to Rochette's shop. Okay. Oh well, this is something we should worry about for a future day. It is a very new map. It wouldn't surprise me if there is not a update winging its way as we speak for such things. Ah, are they collectibles? Let's just change view. Okay, maybe not. They look like collectibles to me though. They look out of place. But I may well be wrong. Right, so then let me just see, make sure that the... So the one thing we have got to keep going is the baler. Which is still going. Oh... Do you know? Right, let's go grab that Traction King, the Vario even. Right, so now it is just a matter of baling. As I say, I do seriously think that actually, looking at this, we truthfully now need to grab our baler. I just hope it doesn't mean we can't afford our first field. So obviously we've got our field money in that as well. It's easy to fritter something away. And if we can't sell bales at the minute, if there is a glitch, mind you, to be honest, that would be a matter of me waiting until... Whoa, it's twice now. It may be actually, it's more about the lumpiness of the road than anything. Well then, who would that be? It is indeed the baler. Right, well just there's a tiny weeny bit of clean up. Let's get this done. This is so amazing for turning circles, absolutely amazing. That's why I said it makes an absolute perfect baler. I didn't realise when I first bought this on the Old Stream farm how good this was as a baler. What they call it, the Traction King, it certainly is. The only thing I don't like the Traction King is one of those few manual gear changes that it has still got problems. Yeah, this and the Fiat Agri both were awful for changing gears. Seem to be screaming in first gear for way too long. Let's check the other corners and let's change gear manually. God and Bennett, way too bad. Look at that. What else could turn that quickly to get such a absolutely perfect for this, almost like it was made for it. Yeah, I'm so glad I discovered this. Yeah, last three. Attention to that properly. Yeah, missed half of that. Right, we should set this going on field 2. We shall endeavour to find our own way through the forest. Miss anything in the middle, not an awful lot, but there is a little. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Let's change gear. Let's move on to the next field. Yeah, we are going to manually do this as well. It is almost sort of straight this way. Watch for trees. Wow, excellent. Right, let's clear course and load 2. Load, activate. Let's change view for when we do come back. We want first. We have the farmer's daughter. Brilliant. Let's leave her doing that, and we'll go and grab the bales. I'm not sure what we're going to do with the bales, but presently, but we are going to grab them. Oh, we have a rolling bale. Let's roll down there. Glad we spotted that. Or no, we'll do this side because this is the rolly down bit. Can't see many. We don't do it too badly. Wow, this did produce an awful lot of bales. Well impressed. can't see any more. That really is just that one bale that's rolled. I am going to take these to the shop though, because I think even field 2 will probably produce more than I think we have got time. It's only going to produce 1 or so, so we'll make our way to the shop. I'm going to try to put these at the other sell points to see if it is something like that. Can't see it. It'll probably be more of an map update, which is rather a shame. Transport mode. Oh, that's better. Oh no, it is. It seems to be all of the bumps that are just taking all the speed out of it. Well, I was going to do a time lapse, but so far we haven't really had a chance. It's all been, I suppose I could have done, but first episode, I don't know that it's always that nice to burst straight into a time lapse on your very first episode. It's nice to, yeah, it is nice to have a look around. We have been travelling a lot, and it is a beautiful map. It's nice to show the map off. I could have done a time lapse. Where's the funny helpways? Let's have a look. Let's see if we... Les Rochettes. Yep. Can't see. And it did say in the middle, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's correct. Right, chevrons in the shop, this bit here. Let's try this. We've got a dump thing. Let's see if this is things like silage as well as productions. Glad this is not a full load. Ah. Brilliant. Okay, right. In that case then, at least we know. I was going to clip that. Now then, this I think is going to be a matter for manually grabbing, because I somehow get the thing that there's no way that is going down there. Absolutely no way, so we will be grabbing those by hand. Well, by front loader is probably a better way to go. Right, let's have a look. In relation to field 2, we need to get down to field 13 and then swing a right, basically. So that is what we will do. Field 13 and hang a right. Aha. I do see. Let's put it into work mode. Make sure I don't bang into a tree. Let's check for rollaways. Aha, I see one. It's going to be fun. Ooh. Yeah. because that's going to roll down here straight away. Oh, no. Let's check. There's no more giveaways. Let's have a quick scan. See if... Right, yeah, there are enough rows. Let's go and have a quick look. If I'm honest, field 13 is equally in the middle. That's really central to that ring. I know there are some people who are funny about the number 14, but then again, so's 2. But 13 hasn't been caught. Where's my Fent GT? It always looks like a dot. In fact, yeah, let's jump into that. Oh, no, we don't want that. We want to grab you. While we have a few minutes, let us get this sorted. Let's get some of these moved. I should show the stability of this and the fantasticness of this amazing tool. Yeah, this is probably going to grab more than it should. That's the only thing. I'm going to have to try to angle it quite carefully. Otherwise I might drag in the entire stack. No, I doubt it would be. But it would do, yeah. Yeah. Like that. How many have we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4 must be. Wow. Do this the way that used to do the old big back handler. Brilliant. You can also use this tool with a bit of practice to use the actual boom arm to roll round bales into proper position, so it is very useful, it really is. Mastered that on my São Carlos. Yeah, I'd not mastered that up to that point, but yes, it can be done. So I'm going to be quiet, it's all concentration this. Let's see if I can secret it's going to, or in the middle, but also it does the way that it's casted. Let's try and see if we can grab another couple. You know, two will do. Let's just waste more time faffing around. Than if you just took two and got some more. Yeah, fork, truck, sack truck even. Get the words in the right way. That was a matter of timing, with a swing in the direction that the straps would be in. So it is, yeah, there's a real knack to this, and it is, yeah, definitely still learning it, because this is unique. It is like the old big bag handle, which was a firm favourite of mine on FS19, but it is also unique in so much as it's not like that as well, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Whoa, yeah, that was a little bit too much weight and a little bit too much tilt. How are we doing? Oh, I've missed it. Right, we need to send the Massey back to, yeah, and we'll set the big M to the edge of field 12, and you set to field 10. And we shall continue with this. One thing I didn't want to miss was losing any productivity with the baler. Yes. Yeah, get these two and get those last two. Rather than try and grab 3 or 4, so say it was really. Set the baler going on the next field. Let's get that right. That's not quite right. Fantastic. Well, at least we know next time where to actually drop the bales. Fantastic. Out the way a little. Right, we want the traction king. Let's cancel that and set you back. No, in fact, you're good there. Well, the farmer can come and collect. Let's grab. Yeah. Let's actually grab that while that's still travelling. No point in wasting time. We have got bales to grab off this field. I don't know how many more we're done. Any rollers? Don't think so. Quite clean this up properly, did I? Although there's not a lot missing, not that much corners this time, which is very strange. Right, we are closest to the shop. Not to waste a journey, right? I would say that's the baler. No, it's not. I'm was the one we sent to field 13, but yeah, we're going to grab that though. That is so close now. Thank you very much. I'm going to change gear. Right, we need to be changing to field 10. So clear current. 10. Load. Activate. First. Fantastic, let's leave them to it. We should go grab those. We need to swing a right, an immediate right, head straight up towards field 13, which I'm hoping is going to be our field. Yeah, let's change view. It's way too... see a flash of red. That must be a vehicle. Aha. Yes, it is indeed our vehicle. Right. See the shop in the distance. Same, we've still got quite a bit of... Yeah, we've got 11 to do after this. Right. Amazing. Let's head to the field we're doing at present though. And then we shall decide whether we are going to buy field 13. I think it's not a bad little... quick, yeah, in fact, yeah, let's set the destination of this to edge of 10, and we're going to have a look at field 13 and the map itself to just see. That is fairly... I do like that. 13 is sort of like smack in the middle of all of those, and they're not that far away from those. They only, obviously it's far away from that top section. That field 6 intrigues me. That there, what is that forest? Wow, it's expensive, but then you would expect it to be. I reckon that's forest. Oh wow, yeah, there's a lot of forested areas. Yeah, I do. I like field 13. We'll tackle some forest as well. I don't know, field 2. I know we've just cut it actually. I was just thinking that really is very central. Yes, and it's yeah, you'd have to hang a right as we did do. I think we will buy that. And I know we've got to wait for the grass to grow, but that is, yeah, the price. Now I'm not going to do this until we finish the contract. I'm not sure if that will do something weird if you did that, so I'm not going to do it. I am very intrigued on buying that one though. I do like that, seriously do, and it would be very close to that. That 10's going to be too expensive. I suppose though, if we're going to think of that, no, I want a central location. This could eventually just become a yard, or we might actually, yeah, grab one of these and cut towards that. I'm not going to cut out entire swaths of the forest, but yeah. I'm going to do it sustainably, and we will also replant. Let's see. Now we can head towards that where we've just been looking at the map. It's got a strange colour, so let's not run that gentleman over. Work mode. Let's grab that lot. I do like this one, if I'm honest. Yeah, quite a bit of clean-up on this one. The corners are definitely a lot different to field 2. Yes, I can't believe the field edge is not classed as your field edge. Unless it is, but not for contracts. That could be that, actually, thinking about it, because that definitely looks completely different to the grass around it. Completely different. Which is that? Get some forest as well. Still like field 1, if I'm honest. That is so central, but then they're all central. 2 is really. I do like 2. I do think that's exceptionally central to everything else. Also at the very heart of all the crisscross of paths. So yeah, it's a little bit further away from the shop than I'd like. You could go for the 1, 13, 17, 19 where we were around the shop, and that you could say the shop is the hub of the entire map. So I suppose we're not that far away though, not truthfully. And there's some interesting stuff going off down there, if I'm honest. Although I suppose you could also say the same about up there, but that's definitely not for in the beginning. That's when you're definitely more established. So interesting. Decisions. We do need to buy a baler though, if we're going to be contracting as well as doing grass fields ourselves. We are going to need a baler. We first of all need some land, so which we'll wait till we cash in our contracts to see what we've actually got spare. Let's have a look then. Let's have a better look. While we have got a few minutes, there's absolutely nothing we can do at this moment. Say 2 is very reasonable. But is 13 more central, thinking about it? That's closer to the shop in a hub, in a way that 2 isn't. I think we will. Also, we have got the added advantage to the fact that it hasn't been caught. We are also very fortunately we could actually cut our grass because our mower is actually on that very field. So target position we'll do towards the edge of the field. We don't want to be starting there really. Generator 30.2 ports. No field margin 3. Generate. Brilliant. I don't think we'll get many bales off this, I might add, but I'm not expecting miracles. Let's click back on that and save the course. Save. Let's just make sure it starts. Just to be turning the right way. We have the farm lady. We do indeed. Yes. Fantastic. Lovely jubbly. Right, let's go and jump back into that. We have made our decision. Field 13 it is. Can't afford our fast bale at the present. But we have got our contracts to cash in and any bales also. We were doing quite well on the contracts. Quite a lot of them have completed already. We've not even done the last one. As in bailed, or yeah, we caught. Right. Yeah, we've still got field 11 to do. Let's just have a quick look. Take stock of that. Yeah, I'm right. It's only field 11 that's left to complete. So that's amazing. We can't do that though, because that one of these is the one. So yeah, that one there, 12, is the one we got from the crone and this equipment from. So we would lose the Anderson bale trailer, and I don't fancy. Well, we haven't actually got a trailer yet. We could buy one, but again, I don't want to be. Definitely going for that Johnson Brothers one, that's versatile one, because that's going to serve us both in baling and in tree moving. Yes, we're going to have to try and find a more precise way to use the straps, the bale handler, big bag handler even. It will be handling bales, but it's not called that. I suppose we could actually, thinking about it though, we could collect the ones that we. Not going to do anything, is it? No, it's not. And field 2. Collect. Brilliant. Now we could afford the bass bale, and we have got our field, but we would leave ourselves a little short. We would wait, we don't want to run out of wages money or anything silly like that. Oh wow. You plonker. Just realised what I've done. Yeah, you just destroyed the lines that were still left to do because it had completed. You absolute wally. Oh, do you know, seriously? No. Hang on, what field am I on? I'm on 10. Yeah, I have. I've just stuffed up. I've lost a couple of lines through my own cylinders there. Right, so let's move this onto the last field. Oh, shouldn't have done that with the baler. Right, so it is up this way, I think. Yeah. Ooh, this is a bit of a hill. Be swinging a left a little bit, definitely heading in the wrong direction. Okay, we are going to use our brain and we'll grab the trailer. I can't believe I've done that, you wally. I bet I've lost 4 or 5 bales through that silliness. There is an abort unloading some. The only bad thing is you can't properly abort. Yeah. It never ever retracts that arm once you've done what I've done, so yeah, this is going to be fun. Yes, that's moments of, I knew I should have left the contracts. I knew I should have done. You always go into trouble when you try to do things like that. Always, yeah, patience. Rocks, be careful of rocks and trees. But you have got that thing down. This is going to be a bit of a... Right, yeah, we do need to... Let's load that course. Clear current course, load field 11, load, activate. Right, let's leave that going. We'll crack on. Go to the left of that tree. Really to struggle in this particular patch, and yet it doesn't seem so terrible that it should slow down that badly, not especially for this. This is a very powerful tractor. I have never known this ever to struggle on anything, and I have seen this Luxor RQ Sands with 100 and something tons on it, so yeah. Right, let's make sure we don't. There's our tractor, finished its job, brilliant. This is where we do need to be careful. We need to be going wide. Can we get through this? That is the question. I don't think we can. I don't think we can. Continue to pull right, and then level up. Should we do that one way or another? I know how to do it. Where there's a will, there's a way, as the old saying goes. With this one, I'm not going to push our luck. Already been silly, already done that thing, wasting profits. Can't believe that. All that hard work, and now go and throw at least 3 or 4 bales away. Brilliant. Fantastic. definitely afford our fast baler now. That is good news, and we've still got all of the bales from field 11 to do, so that is really good news. I'm well chuffed. I don't know what the final amount will be then with the bales collected off that, but that is really good. Ooh. Oh, the trail markers, you can run through them. Goodness for that. Right. Let's just see, this may be... No, it's not. It's still swinger right. Definitely. Cracking job there. We will test that, my theory, as well. In fact, we'll do it now. Let's send this to field 13. 11 even. And we're going to grab our Massey and manually have a go. See, are you allowed to chop the grass on the edge of the field? You are indeed. Excellent. Ah, in places. Wow, in some places more than you should. Let's tidy up those little cross cuts, little tiny corner swishers. Let's do a thorough job. Right, it's not cutting some of the grass. It's slightly uneven. Last couple of bits. Excellent. We will leave baling our field to the next session, though it has been quite a long one. Quite chuffed with how productive this has been, even though I've still made that stupid mistake. It's not terrible. I do love this mouse though, absolutely amazing. Fantastic. Bit of a manual outside bit to do. Let's go and grab... Oh, we could actually start to bring some of our equipment. Looking at it. Yeah. Now, will this allow you... I'm not sure this will let you do that with any other piece of equipment. I've never tried this, but so I'd like to try it for that alone to see if I'm right. Mind you, I'm not using it, I'm only transporting. Not sure that will moan about that much. Let's do this the other way around. This was new, wasn't it? So this wasn't. I think I'd repaired this. Yeah, no I haven't. Let's repair it. Repair. We're going to leave it on this to begin with. But, right. How are you doing? You're the most important thing we've got. Oh, nearly done. Brilliant. Let's get picking up. These are pure profit. That's amazing. Brilliant, perfect timing. Didn't clean up the fields as well as I could have done. I will clean up the bailing on this one though. But yeah, I didn't quite call that right, did I? Yeah, definitely clean up to do on this field. And you roll away on this. That's what I want to know. Back, and we'll just do the tidy up. We may get one more bale out of this. Just imagine it'd be something like that. Right, the last little leg of our first session. And then we've got the rules of engagement, as I call it, but I always just class that as setting the scene and the rules. Right. Concentrating. Now there's not, if we can't finish the second bale, there's very little point in starting it, so we're going to have to try and gauge this correctly. If we think, I think for 1 minute I can't finish, there's no point in me actually picking this stuff up. It's a bit of a skill in itself, but I don't think we've got enough to make the second bale. Even with that good swath in the middle, I really don't think there's enough to make one more 3.5 tonner, so we shall leave it at this point. This will be the last bale. Right, smash it. Send him home to field 13. Whilst we grab the Vario, grab that last bale. So 15 bales. Right, we need to pick in their direction. Right, from here. Actually, not far off, yeah, following the Traction King. I shall ask the farm to pick up all of his equipment. Yeah, we need to be angling a bit. Smashing. Just intrigued to know what the final count was going to be. just settles and the last contract is bought in and we've got sold our bales, how much we actually will have. Very intrigued. Better than I actually thought. So we bought our field and we will be able to board the fast bale and have a bit of money left over, which is a good place to be. And we've also got to bale our bales once we have bought our baler. I wonder if this is because I've got trailer fill limit on. I'm sure I've had that on with the Anderson before and I've never had this trouble with it. Sure I have. Did I send the Robo 6 over to... No, I didn't. Tell you what, let's do this the other way round. Set destination to the shop. Okay, that's intrigued me. That's the first time we've actually known that to do that. And we're very close as well. Oh well. May have been that I actually plonked it onto something that I shouldn't have done in the shop area. Like, yeah, could well be that. Thinking about it. But we're going to lose that, aren't we, in a minute when we pop this contract. So I'll tell you what, let's quickly go and do that before we lose the tractor. It's not like Field 13 is an awful long way away, is it? Oh wow, that is a very small trailer. Okay. To do. It's done that thing again where it hides my mouse. Right, we want to grab the Vario and we want to see what our final profit is. Wow. Excellent. And finally, we will cash in on that last contract. Oh, I didn't realise I'd not done two. Wow, even better than I thought. Wow, amazing. Wow, 155,000. And then we should have the fence around here somewhere. Although that is, yeah, it's got all of its bits and bobs. So, can't really do much with the fence. As in, oh, no. Could have been worse. It walked through us. Right, in that case, let us... There's one thing I am going to do though, one thing. Let's have a look. Now that represents very good value. I did see that yesterday and thought, wow, that is amazing. We have also got one in that range though. Yeah, that would have been the perfect one to actually buy, but yeah. Right, we are going to sleep. No, we're not. We've got grass on the field. We aren't going to do that. We're going to do exactly what we said we're going to do, which is to buy the fast bale. Never mind about waiting for sales. I know the way I think. Right, balers. Let's go for my absolute favourite. I've never tried these ones yet. A bit out of our price range now, but yeah, in time. I can't say you have got a favourite unless you've tried everything, can you really? Right. We will set up design. We will keep it, and yeah, the only thing I'm going to change is my license plate. Fantastic. And there we were, back down to 45,667, which is, I've got to be honest, a place I did not think we would be in after our very first episode. So that is amazing. We have our field. I would like to place, but I want to do this strategically. Well, I'm going to put the multi-fruit buying station. I suppose strategically though is actually near to our field, because that is right in the middle, as well as being close to the shop. Fuels at the shop. Yeah, so it probably is going to be at the edge of our field. Right, I don't do this very often, but I need to tab. Let's get you off the field. Let's just make the perfect baler actually. Let's go and grab the yeah, let's get our equipment. That's how we're going to end this. I'm not going to bale her, that's next session definitely. But it would be nice to grab our equipment. Did I repair the windrow? I don't think I did. Baler we need first though. The header will have to wait until we have actually got. Right, we'll also run the fence over. In fact, let's send the fence now from there. Oh, you have to jump in the fence. I always forget that. Yeah. And then we have to set destination, field 13. Okay, that's bizarre. It was reachable, now it's not. Unless it's because that is in the way. Let's try this again just outside the shop then. Well, that is definitely something different. I've never known shop areas. They're usually the best in the map, not the worst. Well, there you go. Smash it. I'm well chuffed. It is nice. I love the sales in some ways, but it is nice to choose. You have to have that choice to choose what you want, not to compromise, especially with something as important as a baler. She'll literally grab the Massey now. Yeah. Thank you very much, young lady. You will do nicely there. Let's grab the Massey. Just remember next time to change the names of the workers to my Star Wars ones. Let's just drop that off back on the tree line a little. Let's grab the last little bits and bobs that we can. Do the adapter, and that'll have to be the fender there. So we have our team. Oh, we could probably afford my trailer, but we're going to save some fun. It's no good doing all the nice things all in one episode and leaving. Yeah. Now then, let's get this fixed up. Yeah, that lost all the fence stuff. We can't do anything about that, so. No, I'm sure we didn't repair this. I'm sure we didn't. Not sure I've ever owned the Merge Max. Ever. Have I? I don't think so. It doesn't ring a bell. I've used it plenty of times on contracts and always enjoyed it, but... Well, that didn't cost too much, not because I know it is an expensive bit of kit. I would expect that to be a bit dearer than that. I'm not complaining though, I might add. Had I have realised that our mower though did the windrowing, it wasn't really a need for a windrower, but there's no point ever in selling second-hand things. It really is awful, so you don't get anything, so yeah, we shall see what we see. I don't think I'm going to waste this, if I'm honest. Right, and that, as the saying goes, is a wrap. So next time we will be baling our field. I would guess 6 or 7 bales. It wasn't fertilised, so yeah, 6 or 7 bales. That's my guess. Right, and that is the team. Welcome to the Let's Play. That's, I think, been a very productive first session. I never for 1 minute dreamt that we would be up to that. We've moved fields, we've claimed our home, quite strategically in the middle of the map, I think, but also quite close to the shop, which I think is important. It may be in time that I do change this into the yard, but not yet. We have not got done well enough for that type of thing. Yeah, but yes, I do like that. Like its location. Trying to think what next. Yeah, could. Yeah, because the land is quite reasonably flat. We're going to choose this. We're not going to rush into anything. Definitely not. Field 17. That's very reasonable. It is. Is there a contract on field 17? Ah, it is a grass field. Right, anyway. This is something for next time. I am not going to waffle and carry on. I've already said it. We've done very well, I think. I'm well chuffed with the progress, even from the very first episode. It's much better than I'd ever anticipated. We have a fantastic team, an extremely complete team of... The only thing we can't do is weeding and rolling. We can't cultivate and all that type of stuff, but I'm talking about grass work. We have a complete set of grass work. No we don't, not yet, so we need to buy our trailer. I'm still not sure whether to go for the Anderson, you know, if I'm honest. With this being... Yeah, I think we will. It makes more sense to have a really good set of equipment. It would be, as I said, I think it's that choice. I think I've just struck a chord within myself when I said those words. I like the Anderson Vale trailer. Why not for once aim for your dream tree, your dream team? We've got a beautiful Massey, fantastic Merge Max, which we will use. We've got that, the fast bale. I love this, and I do love that. This is almost like the dream team. If I could have chosen. When I saw the Fendt GT drop, I was absolutely gobsmacked. And then later on, when this one drops as well in sales, because this is like being back on the old Stream farm with my dream team. It's not quite the same, but yeah, the Massey Ferguson as well. To have that Massey is absolutely phenomenal. So yes, well looking forward to this Let's Play. Truly am. But I'm not going to waffle. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're going to continue on this journey with me, and goodbye for now.